Why hello beautiful YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Fenty Eaze Drop Blur Plus Smooth Tint Stick. But before we get started, do not forget to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to know when I upload new and exciting makeup videos. I have a feeling this is going to be a quick one, but a good one. So let's go ahead and try and see what our thoughts are on the new Fenty Stick foundation. Okay? So now that we're all zoomed in and ready, I'm going to be applying my Fenty Eaze Drop foundation stick using my Sephora number 70 brush. It's like a very nice and dense brush that will give me full coverage off the bat because my skin has been not the best lately, so I definitely want that full coverage. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna stripe it on just like that. Color's looking very pretty. My face is obviously not this tan right now. My forehead is fairly tan, but I like to look tan in the summer. I don't know. So with this brush, I do feel like I'm getting some pretty good full coverage using the Eaze Drop foundation stick. Getting some good full coverage. I like that very much. I like the warmth. Oh, it's kind of like splitting a little bit. So I don't know if it's easy to tell, but I feel like I'm getting some. Is that like the dead skin that's on my face, or is it the actual foundation? I think it might be my skin because I haven't exfoliated in a while. Yeah, so we're half blended here, and I feel like the coverage so far is very nice. I would call this like a nice medium to full coverage. As you can see, you can definitely still see some of my blemishes peeking through, so it's not like a full coverage foundation. Let me go ahead and finish blending this in. Yeah, like I can definitely still see some of my freckles through this foundation, which isn't bad, especially if you're one of those girls that have really nice flawless skin. Yeah, so I do think that the whole foundation kind of peeling off was not the actual foundation. I think it was my skin, like the dead skin cells that are just sitting on top of my skin from me not being good about exfoliating. So we're clear on that. Because this side is, you know, blending in quite nicely. Yeah, but as you can see here, it looks quite nice. I can still see some of my blemishes here, but maybe if I apply a little bit more of the Eaze Drop foundation stick, kind of like in those blemished areas, I could build my coverage on very targeted areas where I want, you know, a little bit more coverage. Yeah, see? Just like that. I'm very happy with that second targeted layer that I applied on top of where my foundation is breaking out, where my skin is breaking out. That's very pretty. I like this finish very much. It's not like super duper matte, I do feel nice and blurred, especially right here where I have some of my larger pores. I think it kind of like diminishes that for sure. And I really like that I can still see some of the glow from within, like the residual glow that I have on my skin from applying my skincare earlier in the day today. I feel like this kind of melted into my skin very nicely to create this very natural finish. And I really like actually that it's still radiant and glowy. It's giving very much summertime. Yeah, but check it out. This is what we're looking like so far. I definitely felt like the full coverage, nice and dense foundation stick that I used to apply the Eaze Drop foundation stick worked very well together. I feel like it would have been way different in terms of the finish of the foundation if had I used my beauty blender with it. I feel like with the beauty blender I would have gotten a very sheer layer. The beauty blender definitely would have sheared out my medium to full coverage foundation, but because we used the full brush, it came out like this. And as you saw, I was able to really build on that coverage on those very targeted specific areas. So it's a very dynamic and versatile foundation so far, and I do feel like my skin feels hydrated. It doesn't feel like matte, it doesn't feel heavy. It's actually super lightweight. Like as I'm talking to you and I'm moving my face, I feel like I have nothing on my skin, which is a huge statement from a stick foundation. Just feeling like you're not wearing anything, it's pretty impressive. But why don't we go ahead and contour now, and for that I chose the Eaze Drop Stick Foundation in the shade 21. So this bad boy right here is quite tan, and I felt like it was the perfect contour shade for me. So let's see how the Eaze Drop foundation stick blends in when we try to contour with it. It's kind of a lot, not gonna lie. To blend out my Eaze Drop foundation stick, I am going to use a nice dense slanted brush. Okay. I think the sweeping motion kind of removed some of my base foundation, but it's still moving the product, which is where I want it. It's blending in pretty nicely. Let's blend down here. Yeah, so check it out. It blended out very well. It's not too intense. I thought I went in with too much product, and honestly I think I kind of did, but it created a shadow. I wouldn't say it's as natural as I would want it. I go in with the Milani liquid contour to contour my face, and that one comes out really nice and natural because I find that the contour in liquid format is so easy to blend into any foundation that I use, really. And I have used the Mario contour sticks, and I found that one to be okay. It wasn't as easy to blend as this formula. I actually like this formula much better for contouring, as you can see here. Here, let me finish doing this little bit on my nose. Yeah, I mean, it's looking very nice and natural. Let me go ahead and finish the other side of my face and see what my overall finish looks like. Let's go. Okay, what do you think? I personally do like how this ended up looking like. Would I replace my Milani liquid contour with the Fenty Eaze Drop Stick? I would say, yeah. I would give it a try, definitely. I thought it was very easy to blend. I felt like the contour shade blended in very nicely with my Eaze Drop foundation shade. And yeah, of course, they're the same formula, so they're obviously going to work very well together. Oh my god, I'm starting to sweat a little bit under these like bright lights, and it is removing quite a bit of my foundation, so I'm going to reapply right here on the nose. Yeah, so it's already removing some of my foundation just by like sweating a little bit under the bright lights. I don't know how long lasting this would be under the hot summer. All right, so I reapplied a little bit more of the foundation as well as the contour shade, and now we're just going to seal everything in using the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. Alright guys, so check it out. This is our final result, and it's looking very glowy and natural. Natural is very important for a foundation to be. I especially love the coverage. I was very concerned that the coverage wasn't going to be there, but as you saw, it was like super easy to build. The contour shade was very easy to blend into the foundation shade. It's a very natural foundation. It is true to its name. I feel like my skin looks like my skin, but better. It takes it to that next level type of thing. And if you were to ask me if I recommended this foundation, I would 100% recommend this foundation. Like if I was still working at Sephora, I would sell these like hotcakes, not going to lie. And that does it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate, especially if you stuck out to the end. And also don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.